Welcome to Know Electric Tech, your one-stop solution for all technical clarifications and queries in electrical technology. Today we are going to see MCB. What is an MCB? MCB, it is an automatically operated electrical switch which protects the electrical circuit from two main faults, overload and short circuit. Its basic function is to detect a fault and open the circuit in order to safeguard the installation. When compared to a fuse, the MCB can be resetted manually after the fault, but in case of a fuse, you should replace the fuse. Next, let's look at how to select an MCB. Suppose you have a circuit, the maximum current of 4 ampere. You have to select a 6 ampere MCB, and then the cable rating should be 11 ampere. So this is how you have to be selecting an MCB. 4 amps for the maximum design current in a circuit, and 6 amps MCB should be used or selected, and the cable rating should be 11 ampere. Next, this is how you can see an MCB inside. The MCB has this copper braid here, a magnetic coil, and it has an operating handle here, and also there is an arc chute, and there is a bimetallic strip. So these are the 5 major components inside an MCB. The current flows from here like this and then back to the load like this. From here the current goes like this and then it goes back to the load. Now this bimetallic strip is used to trip the MCB when an overload happens. The bimetal bends and it trips the MCB. In case of a short circuit, the solenoid or the short circuit trip coil activates and it trips the MCB. And these are some of the technical points of an MCB. Current rating. For selecting any MCB, you have to know the current rating, tripping characteristics, whether it is B curve, C curve or D curve, voltage level, 240 volt AC or 415 volt AC, frequency 50 or 60 Hertz, rated impulse voltage, insulation voltage, minimum operating voltage, degree of protection, operating torque for the screws at the terminals of the MCB, operating temperature, calibration temperature, termination capacity, that is what should be the cable size which should be used for connecting the wires at the MCB terminal, mechanical life of the MCB, electrical life of the MCB, and mounting position. So these are some of the technical points which you should look at when you are selecting an MCB. Then these are some of the accessories which can be mounted on an MCB. Auxiliary contact for knowing the status of MCB, whether it is on or off. This auxiliary contact can be connected on the side of the MCB. Shunt release, it is used for tripping the MCB from remote or through push button. Trip alarm contact to find out whether the MCB is tripped on a fault. And next, some of the good features which you should look at an MCB are true contact indication. So this indicator indicates whether the MCB is on or off. Red for on, green for off, and it should have all the certifications, IEC, IS, KEMA certification, and it should be suitable for termination up to 35 square mm cable, and there should be DIN clips for mounting the MCB in the rear, and also there should be a possibility to use star screwdriver as well as a normal, and also IP level of protection, IP2X protection to protect against any finger contact on the terminals from the front side of the MCB. Non-melting contacts, whether the contacts are having graphite silver composition. And MCB, one of the main things required is it should be energy limiting class 3. That is, even before the fault reaches the maximum level, the MCB trips within 3 to 5 milliseconds. And safety, superior aesthetics, innovatively profiled breathing channels for cooling. And now we are the last slide. We have 3 types of MCB. Before you buy an MCB, you have to check the load and then buy the MCB. B curve MCB should be used for normal lighting loads for housing application, heater, geyser, where the instantaneous tripping current is 3 to 5 times. C curve MCB, the instantaneous tripping current is 5 to 10 times, which can be used for slightly inductive loads, fluorescent lights, small motors, fans, refrigerators, split ACs. And D curve MCB, the tripping current is 10 to 20 times. This should be used for heavy motors, transformers, sodium vapor lamps. So these are the various types of MCBs. I hope you find this technical presentation on MCB useful for you, which you can use for your day-to-day life. Thank you and welcome once again shortly again with a new topic on No Electric Tech. Thank you. See you back. Bye bye.